Okay everyone, welcome back to another weekly episode of Sawyer-san's Magic Ride. This week, there's not really a whole lot in the news. I may have told some of you that on next Monday, I have a date. So, depending on how it goes, I might let you know how it went. Otherwise, I'm not putting too much hope into it. I'm honestly not entirely sure why I asked her out in the first place. But anyway, moving on. I'm sure you don't want to hear about that, and I don't want to talk about it, honestly. We are only 9 weeks away from me returning home. I'm looking forward to it so much. So much. So I think I've decided more or less what my schedule is coming back. I just filled out a whole bunch of ugly paperwork to send into corporate to let them know that, hey, I'm not renewing my contract. I'm going to be leaving my apartment on this date, and I want you to forward my final salaries to my account in America instead of paying it to my Japanese account where I won't be able to access it. Other than that, I still have to get my tickets for the flight back, but tenuously I'm planning on flying out on the afternoon of the 10th from Japan, so that should put me at getting back to America the evening of the 10th. I'm going to be going back in time, or that's going to put me getting back at either the morning or the afternoon of the 10th. Either way, I'm going to be flying 12 or 14 hours, and only like 3 or 4 hours is going to actually elapse. It's going to be weird. Sky knows exactly what I'm talking about. You cross the international date line and everything goes out the window. I've also looked into how much it's going to cost me to ship some of my stuff back instead of carry it all on in my luggage. And for a small box, I can actually send it at a decent rate, but sending a big, huge duffel bag of stuff is actually going to cost me quite a bit of money. So I'm going to, regretfully, still pack most of my clothes and my bulkier items back with me on the plane, but I am going to be sending some of the stuff that I bought here, my souvenirs and stuff that I got for family and friends. I'm going to be sending that through the mail. And what else? Let me see here. We are like 2 or 3 weeks away from the Destiny 2 beta. I am super stoked for that. I'm going to play the crud out of it once that is released. I may even not post a video that week because I'm going to be so deep into it, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. A man's got to have his hobbies, even if playing video games is a hobby for children. And enough rambling about my week. I think it's time we got into questions, comments, and snide remarks, the part of the show where I answer your questions and comments that you leave in the Facebook and YouTube comments section. Let's get to it. Starting off this week with YouTube, because I have it open, is one comment from last week's video. My mom says, "I'm getting excited for you to come home as well. I hate humidity too. Sounds like you are giving your future some good thought and planning." Yeah, the humidity is not very much not fun. On Monday, the temperature here was 86 degrees freedom, 86 degrees freedom, and the humidity was right around 80%, so that put the heat index up to about 99 degrees. So, yay, I'm living in muggy horribleness. It's actually not that bad because I'm so close to the sea, which gives us a breeze. Evaporation from the sea combined with the wind that we get, it makes it basically a giant swamp cooler next to the town I'm living in. But I'm not close enough to the sea in my apartment that I get the benefits of it, so I've got to walk into. Anyway, I'm ready to be home in dry weather. Comments all of Facebook. Aunt Julie says, "Humidity is terrible for those of us used to dry. I got to see a gun stock your dad is working on. It's absolutely beautiful, made out of tiger maple. The two of you could go into business together and John could join you, adding knives to your store. The countdown to harvest is underway here, and wheat is starting to change color in some places already." As much as I hate to admit it, I am kind of missing the anticipation of the wheat harvest this year. As much as it wasn't my favorite job in the world, I enjoy it a lot more than I enjoy catching crab as it rolls downhill. And there's something special about working with your family during harvest. And yeah, I did see Dad's gun. He sent over some pictures. It's beautiful. I've been showing some of my students. They say it's great. Aunt Roberta says it's hot here, 95 plus, but thankfully not humid. If it was humid, you would be suffering, yeah. We'll plan that party as we're all excited to see you. I'll be praying those scholarships pan out. You'll get to school when the time is right, no worries. You have lots of time, you're young. I do have to occasionally stop and think, that I am young. I'm only 24. That, to me, that sounds like I'm old and I have very, very little time left and I need to hurry, which I guess is a good mindset to have. Get as much done while you have time on this earth. But if you can, take it easy. So, you know what? I'm looking forward to the future, but I'm going to take it as it comes. Just roll with it a little bit. So, thanks, Aunt Roberta. Mom comments on Facebook. I just refinished the china hutch and table. Can't wait for you to see. Dad's gun is looking great. He's been working on it for 2 months now, LOL. If I remember correctly, Dad was actually working on it for longer. He was working on it, or he had at least had the parts for it when I was at home. But yeah, like I said, I've seen the pictures and it looks great. Dad, you did a great job. A couple more passes with the stock oil and it should be great. Cousin Rustig says, well, just remember that humid places can be heaven too. Just look at Puerto Rico. Awesome, LOL. That being said, one of the reasons Korea is so nice is very little humidity. But it sure gets cold. I would take cold over humid any day. And I haven't been to Puerto Rico or any other place that is nice and humid. So far my experience with humidity is it's terrible and I don't like it. But to each his own. So that looks like it's going to be it for Facebook and YouTube comments this week. As always, if you'd like to get involved with this process, all you got to do is leave a comment down below. And I'll answer it in the following week. If there is a following week. We'll see. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Tune in next week for more awesome content with subpar production values. I'll see you then. Bye.